Hello students, welcome to physics class of plus 1. We are doing chapter oscillations and the objective of today's topic is to study about SHM. And the topic which we are going to discuss is simple harmonic motion and differential equation. Let's start the topic. First of all, we should know what is harmonic motion. Students, the periodic to and fro motion in which the value of displacement, velocity and acceleration are expressed mathematically as a function of sine or cosine is called harmonic motion. Therefore, any periodic motion which can be expressed in sine or cosine function like in this waveform is called harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion is of two types, linear simple harmonic motion and angular simple harmonic motion. Here we are going to discuss about linear simple harmonic motion. So this is the example of linear simple harmonic motion. So here this mass which is attached with the spring is moving linearly about its mean position, which is the equilibrium position also, and the force which is acting on it is minus kx. So here force is directly proportional to minus x, means wherever the displacement is there, the restoring force is acting in the opposite direction. So displacement is x and restoring force F are in opposite directions. As we go on increasing the displacement, restoring force also increases. Therefore, F is equal to minus kx, where k is the force constant. Negative sign only indicates displacement and restoring force are in opposite direction. So in general, we can say that for a particle performing linear simple harmonic motion, F is equal to minus kx. So this is the equation for a particle which performs linear simple harmonic motion is F is equal to minus kx. So we have discussed that linear simple harmonic motion is defined as the linear periodic oscillatory motion of a body in which, number 1, the restoring force or acceleration is always directed towards the mean position. Secondly, the magnitude of force is directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position. Since F is directly proportional to minus kx, F is equal to minus kx, k is force constant. Next is, from this equation we can define k, which is the force constant, as F is equal to minus kx, which implies k is equal to F divided by x. We have neglected here minus since it only depicts the direction. Therefore, force constant is defined as the restoring force per unit displacement, as F is the restoring force and x is the displacement. So restoring force per unit displacement is called force constant. If we have to find the dimensions of force constant, we will put the dimension of force, which is 1 in m, 1 in L and minus 2 in time. And for the displacement, which is 0 in m, 1 in L and 0 in time. After solving it out, we got the dimensional formula for force constant is 1 in m, 0 in L and minus 2 in time. Its SI unit is Newton per meter. In CGS, it is dyne per centimeter, and dimension formula already we have discussed. Next, we will see differential equation of the linear simple harmonic motion. We know that restoring force is given by F is equal to minus kx, where k is the force constant and x is the displacement of the body from mean position. But according to Newton's second law, F is also equal to ma, which means F is equal to ma, but also acceleration is dv by dt. Also, v is equal to dx by dt. Therefore, acceleration can be written as d by dt of dx by dt. Since we are finding the differential equation, that's why we are using the differentials here. So from the first equation, that F is equal to minus kx and F is equal to ma, but acceleration is equal to dv by dt and v is equal to dx by dt. Therefore, a is equal to d2x by dt square. So in place of acceleration, we can put the value d2x by dt square in equation number 2, which gives us F is equal to m multiplied by d2x by dt square. Now substituting this value of F in equation number 1, means we are going to put this value of f in equation number 1. We are going to get m d2x by dt square is equal to minus kx. Now dividing both sides by m, we will get d2x by dt square is equal to minus k divided by m into x. Now taking this term on the left hand side, we will get d2x by dt square plus k by mx is equal to 0. So we are going to put this k upon m is equal to omega square. So in place of this constant, we are going to put here omega square, where omega is the angular velocity. From equation number 4 and equation number 5, both represents the differential equation of linear simple harmonic motion. From here we can note that k by m is positive quantity, therefore omega square is also positive. But remember, omega may be positive or negative. Now here we should know that what is the physical significance of omega. The displacement of particle is the same after time interval of 2 pi by omega. It means that 2 pi by omega is the time period of the simple harmonic motion. Now we will see what is the maximum and minimum acceleration. To find this, we know that acceleration is equal to minus omega square x. At the mean position, the displacement is 0. So here it is the maximum displacement, and when it reaches the mean position, its displacement is 0. Therefore x is equal to 0. So a minimum is equal to 0, which means that minimum value of acceleration is 0 at mean position. At extreme position, as a is plus a, which is equal to amplitude, and x is equal to minus a on the another extreme position. Therefore maximum value of acceleration is equal to plus minus a omega square if we are going to put the value of x is equal to plus minus a in the equation of acceleration. Therefore acceleration is equal to minus omega square multiplied by plus minus a or plus minus a omega square. So this is the maximum and minimum value of acceleration. Minimum value is 0 and maximum value is plus minus a omega square. Now we will see what is the expression for velocity of the particle executing simple harmonic motion. By the definition of acceleration, we know that acceleration is equal to dv by dt. Multiply and divide by dx. We will get dv by dx is equal to dx by dt. But we know that dx by dt is v, which is velocity. So it will become v multiplied by dv by dx. Also we know that a is equal to minus omega square x. So in place of a, we are going to put the value minus omega square x, which is equal to v dv by dx. Now separating the variables, so now we will integrate v dv and minus omega square x dx, which gives us integration of v dv is equal to minus omega square, as it is constant, integration of x dx. Integration of v dv gives us v square by 2 plus c, where c is the constant of integration. Or we can write v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square, integration of x is again x square by 2 plus c. Now to find the value of c, we know that velocity is 0 during the extreme position. It means that on left extreme and on right extreme, the velocity is 0. Therefore v is equal to 0 when x is equal to plus minus a. So by putting this value of x is equal to plus minus a when v is equal to 0, we will get v is equal to 0 when x has the value of a. So as it is x square, we will get a square only. So answer will be minus omega square a square divided by 2 plus c, from where we can get the value c is equal to omega square a square divided by 2. Now substituting this value of c in the equation, we will get v square by 2 is equal to minus omega square x by 2 plus omega square a square by 2. Now these all two are going to be cancelled and we are left with v square is equal to omega square a square minus x square we have. Now from this equation we will get is equal to plus minus omega under root a square minus x square. So this is the expression for instantaneous velocity of a particle performing simple harmonic motion. Now we will see its maximum and minimum velocity. So we'll take the general equation, which is v is equal to plus minus omega under root a square minus x square. During mean position as x is equal to 0, therefore velocity will become plus minus a omega square, because this x will become 0 and a square under root will a only, so it is plus minus a omega square. On the other hand, at the extreme position x is plus minus a. So on substituting this value of a, we get a square minus a square, which will gives us under root 0. Ultimately v will become 0. So this is the maximum and minimum velocity and differential equation of simple harmonic motion. Now we will discuss some of the questions. Question number 1, define simple harmonic motion. Question number 2, write down the differential equation of a body executing simple harmonic motion. Question number 3, what is the physical significance of omega? And question number 4, when the velocity of a body executing simple harmonic motion is 0, its acceleration is not 0. Why? That's the end of the topic. Thank you.